Coalition, Raila Odinga.
CORD leader Raila Odinga has gone all out in expressing his opinion about the implication of the termination of the last ICC case. His remarks on France 24 TV Wednesday, unprecedented.
To the international justice, it spells doom, because it basically means that anybody can be accused, and if you can find a way of interfering with witnesses, by intimidating witnesses, by killing witnesses, for example, then you get scot-free.
But even before the dust settles, he has bluntly criticized tomorrow's rally at Afraha as a mockery of the dead and surviving post-election violence victims. From the United Kingdom, he sent a statement to newsrooms which reads in part, and I quote, "While in Paris, I learnt of a medieval dance that originated in France called the Danse Macabre, which is French for the dance of death." According to Odinga, what will unfold tomorrow can be compared to this French tradition, which involved a procession in which people danced to the graves of the dead in their community in celebration of death. I could not help but compare this with what President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto have planned to do at Afraha Stadium tomorrow, he says.
We also must respect the comments of the court.
Now Kenya leader Martha Karua contends that Raila's sentiments are indeed the brutal truth.
He didn't say anything wrong. He is saying it's a tragedy if a court gets intimidated and says so by the suspects. Just you imagine, in a Kenyan court, if the clans of those accused today in our courts went on a campaign to discredit our courts, would we ever have a judicial system?
All rise. The termination of the case against William Ruto, however, presents some aspect of relief for Raila and his allies. He sees it as a confirmation that ODM did not plan the violence that claimed the lives of some 1,300 Kenyans and cannot therefore be accused of fixing Ruto. As to who was responsible for Ruto's predicament at the ICC, Odinga says the answer lies in the secret worky envelope, whose contents he now dares the president to lay bare. The National Intelligence Service, his statement reads, provided a lot of the evidence that ICC cases were riding on, and in particular what is now known as the confidential exhibit 19 and 19A of the Worky report. The past, according to the opposition chief, will come back to haunt Kenya if the pain that persists among the victims of the post-election violence remains unaddressed. To confront that past, Odinga proposes that Kenya should go the Rwanda way by setting up informal courts in villages, similar to the Gacaca courts. Sylvia Chabet, Citizen Weekend, Nairobi.